Test. Hey. Okay, so I just finished with my cardio this morning and I need to go clean up, tidy the house. It's actually been such a mess. It's so embarrassing, but it's okay. We all live life. A messy home is a home that's lived in, and that's kind of what I try to keep telling myself whenever the house does get messy. But obviously, clean home, clear mind. I need to just make sure that I'm tidying up today. That way the rest of my week will go, hopefully, very smooth, very swift, very well. But yeah, I just did cardio in the morning. I do fasted cardio, not that that's prescribed, but just because for me it's easier to just wake up, get out of bed, get cardio out of the way versus doing cardio after a meal or doing cardio after training, where I'm more likely to talk myself out of doing cardio, honestly. So yep, cardio is super easy right now. It is 25 minutes 4 times a week. And intensity is still quite easy. I'd like to do walking treadmill at an incline. Low steady state is the way to go. It's honestly my favorite right now. Obviously, as things go up more in prep. Wait, did I tell you guys that I'm in prep? Okay, no, you guys know this because the title is my prep diary. So yeah, anyways, I'm in prep now. So yeah, my cardio obviously is gonna increase and get more intense throughout prep. But for right now, it's just 25 minutes. It was bumped up 5 minutes. Previously, I was doing 20 minutes 4 times a week. Now I'm doing 25 minutes 4 times a week. And we'll just see how my body responds. My weight is already down since starting prep, which my check-in with my coach was on Tuesday. But yeah, carbs got brought down a little bit. Cardio got bumped up a little bit. Fats just decreased a little bit. And I'm just gonna take it day by day. So let me just cut to tidying. I might just skip tidying because you guys don't need to see that. But my next meal is going to be my breakfast and some coffee. And let's chat on what to expect with prep. And just what's on the agenda today. Cutting to breakfast. I did a good amount of tidying, but still a lot more to do. Easy stuff. But I got to do laundry. I got to throw some stuff away. Go through old food. Go through old drinks. Good fun stuff like that. But I'm cutting to my breakfast, so I've got my protein oatmeal. It's 50 grams of quick oats right now, 70 grams of frozen blueberries. I just grabbed them from Costco or Sam's Club. And then I have a scoop of whey frosting, whey drip, inspired by Wesley Vissers. And I usually will have a version of this every single day for breakfast, unless I run out of protein or unless I, for some reason, get tired of it. That's only happened like once or twice, honestly, but this is my go-to breakfast. I love it, I love it, I love it. And then for my caffeine option, I do have 1 Nespresso pod in here, and then I also have some sugar-free whipped cream that I got from Target. I'm pretty sure it's like a favorite day brand, like it's the Target brand. I ran out of my milk, so I gotta go grab some more. I gotta get non-fat this time because I'm on prep. But for now, I just have some whipped cream and then some coffee, and I also use sugar-free syrup in here, so that's what I got going on. I'm going to chow down on this, and then I need to tidy up and get the rest of my day rolling here. I still gotta train. I've planned my meals accordingly because later this evening I'm actually going to get Korean barbecue with some friends. I'll kind of talk more on that later. Like, I just started prep. Why on earth would I go to Korean barbecue? But I'll tell you how I plan for it. And later tonight, I don't know if I'll bring my camera, but we're also going to a local show. It's called The Stingray. We have a couple friends who are going to be competing in the show this evening. This morning and this evening. So we're going to try to make it after dinner in time to at least say hi to them, give them lei, or give them, a treat of some sort. So I'm really excited. I need to finish this breakfast and then, get myself in a good position to train later. Okay, some time has passed. One of the things that I'm going to be working on, hi Nana. I have a dog guest with me, but one of the things I'm going to be working on next is meal prepping. I just learned this term, but I really prefer to ingredient prep. And so I've got 3 logs of 91.9 ground beef that I'm gonna be prepping. Me personally, I think I only go through about 2 pounds for the whole week, but Jaren's also been eating some of like the ingredients that I prep, obviously, because it's nice to have things easy, ready to go. And I like ingredient prep over meal prepping because I still sort of have a little bit of freedom of what kind of meal I want to have if I ingredient prep. But then if I meal prep, me personally, I think I kind of have a little bit of the dread of like, oh, I'm gonna have the same meal over and over again. But if I prep ground beef and it's cooked and ready to go, I can make burger bowls, I can make a little beef and cheese quesadilla, I can make a stir fry, I could do different kinds of meals if you're picking up what I'm putting down when I just ingredient prep versus meal prep. So that's my vibe, that's my style as of for now. Things do get busy, so I might go back to meal prepping just so I can grab and go, but that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. All right, and just like that, we've got ground beef prepped and ready to go. It usually fits like this really big container that's glass really well, but then because we did 3 pounds instead of 2 pounds, we had some left over, so I put it in a small guy since we'll eat from this one first. Girl, I just realized that I've been recording in slow-mo. What was that all about? Okay, so here I am. I'm getting ready to go to Whole Foods. I've got a return I've got to take care of, and while I'm there, I'm just going to take care of some groceries that I need to get. The reason why I was gonna initially train pretty soon after I was done meal prepping, but I decided to delay it a little bit so that way I could just get my errands out of the way. So I think I mentioned I'm going to Korean barbecue later tonight with my friends, and so me personally, I am having a regular breakfast, I'm having a regular pre-workout, but my post-workout, it's going to be a little bit lighter than usual. I'm still going to meet all of the carbs that I need to eat post and pre-workout, but my post-workout, typically it's like a full-on meal. But because I know I'm going to dinner tonight, I'm saving some protein and some fat macros for dinner, basically. I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. Like, if you can time your meals out regularly and you can just sort of have, you know, evenly spaced out meals so that way it fuels your day, I would obviously go with that route. But today it's a very one-off occasion where I'm going to go eat with my friends out to dinner, and it is Korean barbecue, so the only thing really I'm expecting to go over in my macros is my fats, and that's okay. What I did was yesterday I ate a little bit less fats than I normally would, because I knew today I'd likely go over those fats. And then depending on how much over, I guesstimated already how much I'm going to eat, and I am going to bring my scale with me to Korean barbecue, but depending on how much over I am with my fats today, I'll also probably cut a little bit back for tomorrow as well. The truth is, you know, with following macros, you can kind of make a lot of things work. I don't want to be a jerk about it and, you know, get comfortable with compensating my macros. So like I mentioned, this is just a one-off occasion. But the cool thing is, all of my friends know this is kind of like my last going out dinner for the most part. They know that like I'm in prep and calories are going to get lower and lower, and so I'm not going to have a lot of wiggle room to mess up or to go to restaurants where I'm trusting somebody in the kitchen making my meals, where I'm just not seeing how much of anything is going into it. So you can call it paranoid, you can call it anxious, you can call it diligent, but that's just kind of the way that I'm approaching it. So anyways, yeah, this is just my last little going out dinner with friends. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to go out at all. I'm going to still, you know, spend time and pour into the people who love and care about me. But as far as food goes, they're all pretty understanding that, you know, if I do go out, I'll probably pack a meal. I've already talked about different activities that I would prefer to do while I'm on prep, but it's not like they're going to compensate for me, and it's not like I'm asking them to compensate for me, because they're my friends. There's still going to be some birthday celebrations, going away celebrations that I anticipate participating in, but it's really just up to me and wanting to be really diligent with what and how I'm going to approach these types of events and going out and stuff. I'm really blessed though that like my friends, they don't really need a lot of explaining from me. Obviously they're going to ask me if I want to eat because that's just who they are, and food is a love language to a certain degree, but for the most part they're all so understanding, and you know, me saying no isn't going to make things weird. So yeah, that's basically it. That was a long ramble basically about my dinner tonight, going into my friends, but I just felt like it was really important for me to say because, you know, this is the start of prep for me, and I heard a lot about how, you know, challenging this can be for bodybuilders. I've heard about how challenging it could be on relationships and friendships, and, you know, one thing about me is like, you know, I don't have a lot of family in Honolulu, so it's important that I still pour into my friends who have become my family, and, you know, not just fall off the face of the earth just because I decided to do a very stressful thing in my life. And yeah, that's just sort of that's just my 2 cents for the day. It's really just coming down to like how I want to hold myself and navigate through these things. But yeah, wow, that all kind of just stemmed from me just talking about how I'm approaching dinner. But anyways, let's go to Whole Foods. Let's just go to do our returns and see what's good over there.
I can't believe we made it. Have you ever seen a crowd going ape shit? Give me my check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse all the dicks. He got a bad bitch. We live in lavish. I got expensive fabrics. I got expensive habits. He wanna go with me. He likes to roll away. He wanna be with me. He wanna give me that vitamin D. Ice ornaments, ice style ornaments. You ain't on to this. Don't think they own to this. But I'm a jet. Shut down Khalid. Philippe Petit.
Okay, I need to be honest here. I was recording so good these last couple of days, but the audio was just not catching, and I don't know why. I don't know how to fix it, especially if it was working earlier. But these last couple of days really was just spent with friends, getting refreshed, getting pampered, getting my nails done, and honestly enjoying my sweet treat. I'll do better next time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!